Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my week and my weekend. I hope we're all having a lovely week and weekend. On my Monday I didn't have work, which meant I got a nice line. I then got up and I got showered and changed and had a pain of chocolate with a cup of tea for breakfast and just catch up on neighbours. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of the breakfast I had now. The pain of chocolate and the cup of tea for breakfast was very good. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks, reading a bit more of solitaire and was working on some illustrations and some colouring in and just watching some vlogs. And then I got myself ready to go off on a massive walk and I got some flower starts that I'm going to show you guys now. Such pretty patterns on those flowers whilst on my walk. I then went off and had a look inside the child shops and went into one of the book shops, and I love the smell of old books so much. I then bumped into one of my family friends, so I was chatting with them. Then I decided to head off up to the garden centre, so I made my way up to the garden centre, and the first thing I did when I got to the garden centre was head off into the cafe and get some food from there that I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. Food was so delicious. I had a tuna cheese toasty with some slaw and some salad with a bit of carrot cake and a pot of tea and a Sprite, and then I let my food go down and I actually put the Sprite in my bag to have on the way back from the garden centre. I then went off and had a look around at the flower section and got some flower snacks that I'm going to show you guys. Love all the beautiful colours on those flowers and the pretty patterns, all the dahlias and roses, they're so beautiful. I then went off to have a look at the plant section and I got some plant stats from there that I will show you guys. Got some really pretty plant snaps from the plant section. I love all the succulents and the cactuses from there and the pretty patterns on the leaves. It's just so lovely up there. I love flower and plant photography so much, it makes me so happy, and the garden centre is one of my escapes. I just love going up there, and whenever I go up there I feel all my worries and stresses just leave my body, and for a while I just feel so peaceful and calm up there. I then went off and had a look at the homeware and stationery section and was having a look at the notebooks and some of the mugs and things like that. And then I got some more flower stats that I'm going to show you guys. Love the flower sections up there, especially the roses. Then I went off and had a look at some of these soft, cuddly, plushy stars, which are so cute. And then, just as I was leaving, I got a mirror selfie that I'm going to show you guys. I love a mirror selfie, as you guys know. I then did end up getting one of those plushy stars, as they were just so cute and they light up, which is even better. I then made my way back, and on the way back from being in the garden centre I got some more flower stats that I'm going to show you guys. I had a lovely stroll back from the garden centre. I was able to get some really pretty flower snaps, love all the colours and patterns on the flowers, and also had my headphones with me so I listened to some music on my walk back, and then went off to one stop to get some bits from there. I then got home, I let myself back in and I showed my younger sister the star that I got, and that I'm going to show you guys a clip of. I got this star shaped pillow from Dobby's and it's so soft. Literally, I love it. and the face is so cute. And then when you press this little button here that says press me, it changes colour, which is so cool. And then just to turn it off, you just press it again. It's such a good purchase, and my younger sister wants me to go up and get one for her as well now, which I will definitely be doing. Any excuse to get to the garden centre, probably go up later on in the week. And now my sunflower pillow that I got from Dobby's as well has a little buddy as well, which is lovely. So I've just gone up and got another one of these plushy pillows that light up, as my younger sister was so besotted and I knew that I had to get one for her. So I've walked up to Dobby's and back, and then back up and then back. I'm definitely going to sleep well tonight. I was going to go get some Parmesan cheese for our tea as we're having spaghetti bolognese. So I was heading there, so I thought I might as well go get the Parmesan cheese and then quickly pop and get this, and I cannot wait to see her reaction. Best brother award definitely goes to me. I then got back and I was listening to a bit of music, doing some drawing, colouring in, and watching Farmer Brown episodes, and watched Home and Away and Escape to the Country episodes, and I was listening to a bit of music, a bit of Kylie and a bit of Coldplay, and writing some more of my journal. And then for my tea, we had spaghetti bolognese, and I'd gone to One Stop on the way back from going to Dobby's to get the Star plushie for my younger sister, and got some Parmesan cheese as we were running low. And I love lots of Parmesan cheese on my spaghetti, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the spaghetti bolognese we had for tea. Spaghetti bolognese was so delicious. And then I was just watching the UK soaps and finished writing my journal. I then put that away, and then I was watching Love Island. I then was watching some stuff on Netflix and listened to a bit of music. I did some more drawing and colouring in, and then I went off to bed. And on my Tuesday, I got up after a line, as I didn't have work Monday or Tuesday, and I had some cereal for my breakfast, and was just catching up on Neighbours and some stuff off the record. I then went off and had a look around some of the child shops and popped to one of the flower shops, and I got some flower starts that I'll show you guys. Flowers in there are so pretty, all the pinks and blues and the sunflowers and the roses. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there, and then I got some plant starts from the plant settlement there that I'm going to show you guys. Love the plant section, all the plants hanging from the windows. It always reminds me of a little jungle in there, and all the succulents and cactuses. I then went off and had a look around one of the child shops, and then popped to the lounge and had some lunch. And whilst waiting for my lunch to arrive, I got a photo of this pretty lantern, and I'm going to show you guys that. Then my food arrived, and I had a halloumi burger with some fries and some coleslaw and a banoffee coconut milkshake, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. The food was so delicious. I didn't let my food go down. I was just scrolling my food on my phone and listening to the music they were playing in there. I then got a mirror selfie whilst on the way out from being in there, and I love a mirror wall, and I'm going to show you guys that. Then went off and I had a look around some more of the child shops and some more shops, and then I popped to one of the coffee shops and got a white chocolate blueberry frappe from there, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. Took the photo of some cactuses which they had in there, which is so cute, and the frappe was so good. Stayed in there for a bit and was chatting with the guy who was on, and he is so lovely and we have quite a lot in common. And then I headed back and I ended up having a little bit of a nap, and then I got myself ready to go off to youth club volunteering, and it's always so much fun. And we went off to the park and we're playing some games of lounges and playing with some kites, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of a kite that someone who I volunteer with had drawn, and it's Moana themed and it's so cool, and we'll show you guys a photo of that now. Love that. Then we got back from being at the park, and then it was the end of the session. I then got picked up and I got back, and for my tea I had a chicken pasta pot, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The pasta pot was so delicious, and after that I was sorting out my Bluetooth doll in a new look, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of that. Here's my Bluetooth doll's new look. It's giving 90s vibes. I love the boots, these pastel blue boots, and this purple pastel coloured skirt with a zip down the middle, and you can see there's a little zip on there. I love the little details. Then she's got this little lace bit here that ties up the jumper, and it's a long sleeve jumper, and then she's got her choker necklace and her black gown, and that is the new look. Love that look. It's such a colourful look, lots of pastels, very 90s, and I love those boots. Then I was watching UK soaps and Home and Away. I then finished writing my journal and put that away, and had some cereal, and was reading some more Solitaire and watching some more vlogs and TikToks, and some of my favourite YouTubers' newest vlogs, and catch up on some stuff off record. I then went off to bed, and on my Wednesday I had work doing 9 till 3, and it was me and Tash, and I got myself ready for work, had some breakfast, and then I locked up and headed off to work, and had my headphones on and was listening to some music whilst on the way to work. I then got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and case away, and me and Tash absolutely slayed. I was ordering lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables and doing some food and drink orders and bill taking, and was even making some coffees and some milkshakes and smoothies, and was doing pretty well. I was on coffees whilst Tash had a lunch break, and yeah, it was really good, a really good shift. And afterwards I was just, after being on coffees, I was then just doing a massive cleanup of tables inside and outside, and Tash did me a hot chocolate with a little heart in, which is so cute, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Such a cutie. Then I was having a catch up with one of the workers I hadn't seen in ages, and was doing some more cleaning jobs and tidying up inside and outside, and then I finished at 3 and clocked off and got my bag and got changed into the top that I had in my bag, and then I had a old malt cider that I got bought by one of the customers, and so I had that, and I sat on the coffee sofa area and drank that, and we'll show you guys a photo of that now. Then went off and went some of the shops, and I put together these name blocks to make my name, and got a photo of that, and we'll show you guys now. Such a big kid. Then I met back up with Tash, and she'd finished work, and we went off and had a look at some of the shops, and I went off to one of the flower shops and got some flower starts from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Then after that, me and Tash went off to Coffee One and had a coffee catch up, and I had a bit of Victoria sponge cake and a caramel frappe, and we'll show you guys a photo of that now. But a lovely catch up, and then I made way back. I got back and my dad had finished sorting out the pool, and the water looked so blue, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Could have dived in there and then, but I had to get ready to go to Jen's for our food and games night that we do on Wednesday nights. So we got ready for that, and then my dad brought me down to that, and for our tea we had some burgers, and then had some apple strudel and custard that I brought along, and I'm going to show you guys photos of that now. It was so delicious. And then we were playing some games, and we played Monopoly Go, which is one of Dean's favourites to play, and then we were playing this card like jacks and Diamonds game, which is kind of like Uno, which Jen was showing us, which we caught on quite quick. And then afterwards, Dean dropped me and Tash back to our houses, and I got back and got into my PJs, finished writing my journal, and then I was watching UK soaps and New Love Island, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Thursday I got up early so not to sleep the day away, and was feeling in such a good mood. The sun was shining, it was lovely blue skies, and I thought, you know what, why not go off to Armstrong Garden Centre? I hadn't been there in ages, so I locked up and head up to go get the bus to Armstrong Garden Centre. And I got to Armstrong Garden Centre and got a photo of the suspension bridge with the trees in front with the lovely blue skies, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I then headed down to the garden centre, and the first thing I did when I got there was get some plant stats from the plant section. I'm going to show you guys now. Such pretty patterns on those plants. Love the succulents and cactuses from there, and was having a look around there. And then I got some flower starts that I'm going to show you guys now. The flower section is so huge, so there's lots of things to see and get photos of, and it smells so good, as you can imagine, and they were just so beautiful, all the lovely patterns and colours, especially all the dahlias. I love dahlias so much. Dahlias are probably one of my favourite flowers to get photos of, and they're just so pretty and so unique with the shape and colour. And then I went off to the cafe they have there and had some lunch from there that I'm going to show you guys now. It was so good. I had a tuna cheese panini with some salad and coleslaw, and had a bit of Victoria sponge cake with a pot of tea. I then let my food go down, and then after that I got some more flower starts that I'm going to show you guys now. Then got the bus back, and while I was waiting for the bus, it was really hot and sunny, so I was waiting in the shaded area. The bus driver could still see me, and I got onto the bus, and the bus driver was like, just for future reference, make sure that I can see you, otherwise I'd have driven past, when he was stopping there anyway. And I came out from where the shade was and literally made myself known. Like, I'm not an idiot, so I was just like, okay, sorry about that, dude. And then I ended up getting off at Audi bus stop anyway, because this bus driver was being a bit wild anyway, so I was like, I'm not staying on the bus with this guy anymore. So I then went off to my workplace to show Tash the things I got from Armstrong Garden Centre, and then I had a coconut vanilla milkshake from there with a bit of old school cake that Jen makes, which is so good, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious, and then Tash finished work, so we had a catch up and then went for a little walk. Then I got back, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of the things that I got from Armstrong Garden Centre now. Here's what I got from Armstrong Garden Centre. So I got these shrimp and banana sweets. Shrimp and banana is probably my favourite type of sweets. They're so good. Can't wait to tuck into those. And then I got this rainbow plushie. I'm off to Bristol Pride on Saturday, my first ever Pride, and I'm so excited. So I thought, gotta get it for the occasion, and yeah, it's so cute. That rainbow plushie is so cute and definitely fitting, seeing as I was off to Pride on the Saturday. And then I got 2 bags of sweets, some shrimp and banana, which is my favourite sweets. I love shrimp and banana so much. Then I was getting myself ready to go off to see the musical Aladdin in the Hippodrome, and I wasn't going to be going, but then my older sister's mates, our family friends, couldn't go, as one of them was on holiday and the other one had already made plans. So I got to go, and one of my other friends got to go as well. So a nice little surprise, and I was very excited for that. And then my older sister picked me up, and our family friend came, and then we went off to pick another family friend up, and I met our other family friends in town and went off to Nando's, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the Nando's that I had now. The Nando's was so good, and I ate it pretty quickly because I was pretty hungry, and then we head off to the Hippodrome, and I got a photo of the Aladdin musical sign above the Hippodrome whilst waiting to go in. That I'm going to show you guys now. Then we went in, and the first thing that I did was get a programme. I always like getting a programme, so I got a big one and a small one, and then I got some snacks from the little food and drink bar they have there, and then we went in and got our seats, and it was such an amazing musical. The genie was so good, and the singing, the dancing, the acting, the sets, it was just phenomenal, and all these little like tricks they do, and like making things appear and disappear and stuff, and yeah, I just loved it so much. And when they did A Whole New World, I've got to admit I did get a little bit emotional, but yeah, it's just beautiful, and I highly suggest you go check it out while it's in Hippodrome. Then we finished and we got back, and I'm going to show you guys the programs that I got from the Hippodrome now. Just got back from Aladdin. It was amazing at the Hippodrome. The singing, the dancing, the acting. The one who played the genie was phenomenal. His voice, wow, such a good night. And I got these two programs. I got this one which has like photos and stuff in, and of like the scenes and like the sets and stuff. And then I have this one which is about the actors and the cast, and yeah, it's such a great night. It's such a great production, and probably one of my favourite musicals I've seen so far. Then I finished writing my journal and watched the UK Soaps and Love Island, and then headed to bed. And on my Friday I got up ready to go off to morning group and had some breakfast and was watching a bit of TV just before that. Then I got dropped to morning group and we were doing some arts and crafts, which I always enjoy, and we had a coffee and tea break and some biscuits. And then my mum picked me up, and my mum dropped me off to my workplace where I was meeting up with my family friends, and I was so excited to be catching up with them as I hadn't seen them in ages. And my mate is now working in the butcher's in the high street, and yeah, he's so lovely, and got to see their baby who is growing so fast. And I had some pancakes and a hot chocolate for my lunch, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so good, and we had such a lovely catch up. We sat outside in the little court area, and then they had to head off, and I then went off to one of the plant shops in the high street that I hadn't been to in a while, and I got some plants out, so I'm going to show you guys now. I love that plant shop so much. The setup they have in there with all the lovely like plants on display is so beautiful. I was having a great chat with the flower shop keeper in there, and the flower plants in there are so pretty. Then I went off and had like one sort of child shots, and then falling over and cutting my other knee. So now both my knees are cut. I'm just so clumsy. What am I like? So I had a napkin and luckily managed to like soak up most of the blood, and my knee stopped bleeding and stopped hurting as much. And when I got back, I just cleaned it up. Used to it, I'm so clumsy. And I then went off to one of the other flower shops, and I got some flower stats that I'll show you guys now. They are amazing. They're so colourful. All these lovely patterns. I walked past and they caught my eye. I was like, I've definitely got to go in and get some flower stats from there because they were looking so beautiful. I also got some more plant stats from there that I'll show you guys. colours and patterns on those plants. I then got back and I was just watching some stuff on Netflix, did a bit of drawing and colouring again and just chilling before work. I then got ready for work and got out to work. I had to walk up as my dad had a disco, so we didn't have a car that I could get dropped up in, and I listened to some music on my headphones whilst on my way to work, and I got myself a drink from the corner shop and got into work. Got clocked in and put my bag and kit away, and it was me and 2 other colleagues on shift. It's me and Tash and then one of our newer colleagues, and so I was just getting loads of the cleaning and closing jobs done, and then our newer colleague came in at 6, and then Dave finished at 10, and then me and Tash didn't actually finish until midnight, and I had a cookie and a hot chocolate to keep me going, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Definitely helped me power through. Then I got back and I got into my PJs and I just had some cereal for my tea as I wasn't really feeling that hungry and was so tired. I then quickly watched the soaps and Love Island and finished writing my journal, and then got my outfit ready for Pride the next day that me, Tash and Jamie were going to, Tash's sister, and I was so excited that I didn't really sleep that much. I was literally like a kid before Christmas Day. I was literally just so giddy with excitement, and I woke up on Saturday to the smell of bacon being cooked, which was making me so hungry, and my brothers were in the living room watching rugby. My dad was sorting stuff on the house and he was getting some bacon baguettes done, so I asked him if he could make me a bacon butty for my breakfast. So I had that with a cup of tea and got myself ready for Pride, and then I got dropped up to the high street where we're getting the bus from, and Tash and Jamie were there looking fabulous as ever, and it was just so lovely to see lots of other people also heading off to Pride as well, and lots of colourful fabulous outfits, and they put some rainbow roller makeup on the cheeks for me, and we got a selfie whilst waiting to get the bus, and I'm going to show you guys that now. We then got on the bus and we sat on the top of the bus, and then one of Jamie and Tash's mates joined, and I was introduced to her and she was introduced to me, and then we got into town and I got this hat from one of the little Pride dress up stores that they were selling, like fur boas, hats, all type of things, glasses, fans. I got this, and I also got a fan as well, and then we went off to a little cafe to have some coffee and tea, and I had another pan of chocolate, which I love. Really enjoying my pan of chocolate at the moment, so I had one of those with a pot of tea, and then we got a photo of us all together whilst we were there, and I'm going to show you guys that now. We then made a way to go off to the parade, which I cannot wait for, and the weather was lovely, which was good. And whilst on the way there, I came across this really pretty restaurant with lanterns hanging above and a flower archway, and I'm going to show you guys photos I got of that now. Really pretty. I'm definitely going to have to go check that out more next time I go there. Then we got to the parade and met up with our other mate we were meeting, who was there already, and then the parade started, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of some balloons that I saw whilst on my walk in the parade, and I'm going to show you guys those now. Those ones that I saw by the trees reminded me of the film Up, and then that unicorn one, which was huge, I absolutely love. I also saw this really cute sign that I'm going to show you guys a photo of. That sign was so beautiful, and there were a few protesters, so when we saw the protesters we put the finger to them and we were like, screw you guys, we're here and we're not going anywhere. And then we just had such a great time, and the whole time I was actually living my best life, but I was also like in the back of my mind like, please do not fall over, I'm so clumsy, do not fall over on your face and or cut your knee or make anyone else fall over, and luckily I didn't, which was great. And I got a photo of the crowd in front with all the flags and stuff, and it was just magical. It was just so beautiful and such a great thing to be a part of, and I want to show you guys a photo of that now. I also came across this fan from one of the little stores selling fans and hats and stuff. It said "slag on," which made me and my mate chuckle, and it made me think of Cat in EastEnders, which is like, I did become a little bit of a slag, it became a total slag, which is totally iconic. Then, just as we were finishing the parade, I spotted these 2 inflatable flowers on the top of this building that I had to get snaps of, and I'm going to show you guys those now. So pretty. I love the things I find was on my walks. In general, I'm always looking around trying to absorb everything, and then I got to Pride and we got the bus and it was absolutely packed, but it was free admission due to being Pride the first bus, and so we got to Pride and got in, had to get our wristbands on our bus check just in case we had drinks that we were bringing in, like any alcohol or anything like that, and you're not allowed to bring water and you have to get a bottle and you have to fill it up in there as they have water, like things where you can fill up your water from. So we got our badge checked, got our wristbands on, got in, and then the first thing that I did was get a photo of and a photo by the Bristol Pride sign that I'm going to show you guys now. We then headed off to the bar, and there was a massive line for the bar, and we got some drinks, and then Jamie got a hot dog, but they put sauces and onions on that she doesn't like, so I ended up getting that. And then we sat at base and were just chilling for a bit, and it was a lovely sunny day, but there's also a bit of shade as well, and so we were sat in the shade trying not to burn. And then we went off and had a look on some of the stools and saw a drag act performance, which was amazing, and saw some dancers and singers, and they had like 6 or 7 stages, so we were going around having a look at all the things that were going on. And then I got one of these little rollers, which I love, and put that on my cheeks and could top it up because it was quite warm, so it kept on fading a bit, so I had to keep topping it up a bit. And then we went around like some more of the little stores they had, and I saw some of my mates, so I was chatting with them. And then later on in the day we had some tea and we had some nachos, and I also had a banana and a Nutella crepe, and I'm going to show you guys those now. God, that was a mouthful to get out. The Nutella and banana crepe was so good. And then we went off to the silent disco, but just before that they were having like a Vogue off, so they were like dancing and like posing and walking up and down like on a catwalk, and it was absolutely amazing. I was literally loving it, and they looked stunning and everyone just looked amazing, and I was literally so proud to be a part of this amazing community and just love it so much. And I was making so many friends, just chatting with anyone and everyone, and everyone was just literally just having the best time. And then we had the silent disco, but there was such a massive queue, I really didn't think we would get in there. And then we got in there and had so much fun, and me, Jamie and Tash got a selfie in there that I'm going to show you guys. It was so much fun, my first ever silent disco, and I had such a blast. Then we went off to go watch Human League perform, and I'd also seen Claire Richards from Steps perform on the main stage earlier on in the day as I'd gone to the bar, one of the bars, there was like multiple bars, and gone to the bar to get some drinks from there, and she did Tragedy and I Get So Emotional, and did another one that I was singing along to which I can't remember, but she was great as well. And I got a clip of them performing Human League's Don't You Want Me Baby when seeing Human League, and it it was quite crowded and lots of people were shoving and stuff and people going on to the shoulders, and this one girl literally kicked the back of me and I was just like, for God's sake, we're literally like sardines. So apart from that, I'm feeling a bit claustrophobic. I had a great time seeing them, and then we finished and Pride was done, and my first Pride was amazing. Literally had the best time ever. Definitely going to be going back next year. And then we got a taxi to town and we were going to go to the Queen Shilling, but it was absolutely packed. So instead we went off into the OMG bar, which is still pretty busy, and I just had a cola from there, and we stayed in there for a bit, and then I got a mirror selfie from there with one of my mates that I'm going to show you guys now. It was such a great night, and then I got picked up by my dad, and then we got back and I found out that we got put in the Bristol Post about the Pride Day, and I'm going to show you guys a photo that they got of us now. I look huge. I don't know if it's the angle. I know I'm no Slim Jim, but still, I was like, what the hell? And they could have at least let us know, because we were all like off guard, but still, I love the photo nonetheless. And my mate's like, you don't look fat. I was like, okay. And I was like, it's the camera adds £10. Friends reference there. And yeah, can't believe I made the Bristol Post, my first ever Pride. I'm in the Bristol Post, iconic. And then I showed my mum and dad sort of things that I got and talked about how Pride went, and told my younger sister as well. And I'm going to show you guys a clip of some things that I got whilst at Pride now. Here's some of the things that I got at Pride. So I got this fan, as it was such a hot day. He said it was supposed to be overcast, but it did go cloudy when the sun was behind the clouds, but then when the sun came out it was actually so hot. But then later on in the day we got a bit of a breeze, and then when I was in the parade we got given these little flags to wave, and it has the LGBTQ plus flag, and then it has this on the front that says Love Wins. And with the wristband we have here, we had 3 rides on the buses to and from Pride, which was lovely to do. And then I got this LGBTQ plus flag to have as a cape and tie that around my neck, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I love that. And it was a little bit windy, so the wind kept on blowing it into mine and my mates' faces. So Tash was like, that's why not always heroes wear capes, because it kept on getting our faces a bit. But yeah, it was such an amazing Pride. And also got these mini badges, and this one's a rainbow, and then there's a little rainbow peace sign and a rainbow heart of the LGBTQ plus flag with those two and then the rainbow. And yeah, I love these. I can't wait to put them on my denim jacket. It was such an amazing first Pride ever, and had such a blast. I then got into my PJs and went straight off to bed as I was absolutely pooped. Then on my Sunday I got up ready for work, and I was doing a 10 till 2 shift, so a nice easy one. And I got myself showered and changed, ready for work, had some breakfast, and then got dropped to work by my dad. And then my dad and brothers were off to play golf, so my dad, older brother and younger brother, headed off there. I then got clocked into work, got my bag and stuff put away, and then I started my shift, and it was just me and my manager on shift at first. So he was doing coffees and I was doing the food and drink orders and doing some drinks on the bar, and it was actually really busy. And then 2 of our colleagues got on at 11, and then once they got in it kind of calmed down a bit. So I was doing a massive cleanup of tables inside and outside, and running lots of food and drinks and doing some food and drink orders and bill taking. I saw and chatted to some of the regulars, and then was chatting to my colleagues about how Pride was. And then I didn't actually finish until 2:15. I was supposed to finish at 2, but one of my colleagues was having a lunch break, so I had to wait until it calmed down a bit, and then I was able to finish. I then got clocked off, got changed into my t-shirt I'm wearing now that was in my bag, and then I head off to go to get some lunch from Aldi. And then I went off to see my mate who worked in the butcher's, one of the pubs in the high street, who I used to work with. I was chatting with them for a bit, and then on my way home I got some flower snaps I'm going to show you guys now. I had a lovely stroll back from being at work, lovely colourful flowers. I then got home and I put my work clothes in the wash, as I'm now off for 2 days. I'm not until Wednesday now. And then I had my lunch, wrote some on my journal, listened to a bit of music and did some drawing and colouring in. And then my dad and older brother got back from being at golf, and my grandma then got brought over for Sunday roast, and the Sunday roast smelled so good, and I then went off and had that. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of the Sunday roast now. Sunday roast was so good, and then we had some donuts for pudding, and then we tidied away and after we go down, and then my grandma got dropped home, and I'm not off to go to my workplace to watch the football Euros final. It's coming home. I believe that we will do it. It's crossed, and yeah, can't wait for that. My workplace has shut, like quite a lot of places, and we shut at 6, so I'm going there for about 7:30ish to hang with my other colleagues, and it's going to be good hanging with my colleagues and seeing everyone, because I don't get to see all of them at the same time. Quite a lot of the time we are working on different shifts, so it'll be good to catch up with all of them and enjoy watching the footy together. And yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and all have a great new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.